What's up guys, Boogie the Trainer. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you can subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, like the video. It really helps push out my videos to other people who may need to see this information with regards to weight loss and fat loss. So today I'm going to talk about carb cycling. Why I like it? It's something I found out maybe 2-3 years ago, and it's worked for me because I love carbs, right? So, but also it's crazy how it helps with fat loss, and why I think every endomorph should try carb cycling. Now, what is carb cycling? Carb cycling is really just as you hear the word carb cycling, that means you have low carb days and high carb days. Now remember, when you start carb cycling, just like any diet, you don't start crazy. Like, you don't go so low on your low carb days. You don't go so high on your high carb days. So you still gotta try to maintain a caloric deficit if you're trying to lose fat, or what some people call weight loss, right? I like to call it fat loss because when you say weight loss, it's like you're trying to lose, you're not trying to keep your muscle, right? Fat loss is really you're trying to lose the fat and you're trying to keep the muscles. If you don't want to be skinny fat, but if you're also lifting weights, you're probably gonna keep some muscle, and then you're gonna have the nice, crisp physique. Even if you're not completely lean, you look like you lift, you look like you train, and look like you go to the gym. So carb cycling is really having low carb days, high carb days, and that's really what cycling is all about. Like, you have some high days, some low days. And how it works for me, or how I do it, is simply I do low carb days on days I don't go to the gym. Okay, on days I don't go to the gym, let's say I'm working, maybe it's my day off, my rest day from the gym, those are the days I do low carb days. Now someone's gonna ask, Boogie, why do you do low carb days on days you don't go to the gym? Well, because if you don't go to the gym, at least personally, I don't get to use as much energy. My body doesn't need the extra food. My body doesn't need the extra energy. Okay, so which the energy comes from mostly carbohydrates. So what do? I do low carb days on the days I don't go to the gym. Now, mind you, just because I don't go to the gym doesn't mean I sit and watch TV all day. No, I gotta get my 10,000 steps in, which is also gonna help me burn calories. I move around, so I'm not just gonna be sitting down. Remember, just because it's low carb day, or it's you're off the gym, it doesn't mean you go completely zero. Now, you may have one day where you do nothing. Let's say you wake up, you watch videos, you watch movies, you do your own thing. You don't go to the gym, you just stay in bed. You stay in one position all day, you don't get to walk. That could be one day in a week. One day in a week. And if you're really trying to recover, maybe you are sick, those are different scenarios, they don't count. But I'm talking about active rest. What we call active rest is whereby even if you don't go to the gym to do your cardio, you don't go to the gym to lift weights, you get to do some kind of low intensity activity, which for me is usually walking. Some people it's swimming. Well, swimming is not really low intensity, but some people call that active rest because swimming is something they do for fun. Maybe riding a bicycle around your neighborhood, whatever you want to do, as long as it's low intensity, it's not really making you sweat, but you're still moving, you're still burning calories. That's active rest. Maybe I'll make a video about that too if you want. Comment down below. But low carb days for me are the days I don't go to the gym. I do less carbs on that day, which really now helps my body tap into the fat storage, which will help me lose fat over time. Okay, because I'm having low carb days, which means I'm having low calories, which means I'm keeping my caloric deficit. The body is forced to tap into my fat storages for extra energy if it needs it. So it's gonna speed up my metabolism, gonna help me with my fat loss. High carb days are the days I do on days I go to the gym. Okay, days I do my cardio, days I go to the gym to lift weights. I do have high carb days. Now, some of you are gonna ask me for what numbers, how much carbohydrates do I do on low carb days or high carb days. Guys, it's all different. We have different bodies, we have different goals, different schedules, different access to food, different foods we like to eat, different weight with different stages. Okay, so I cannot give you exactly my numbers and you think you're going to use them, they work for you. You have to try something, see what works for you, then you keep figuring out exactly what works for you, because we're in different stages. Maybe you're in your second week of weight loss or fat loss. I may be in my 8th week. We're not going to be eating the same number of calories or the same number of carbohydrates. All right. So, but I'll give you an example. Right now, on my low carb days, I do about between 130 grams of carbs to 150. And then on my high carb days, I do between 170 to maybe 190, depending how intense I feel I've worked out in the gym, and depending how much I think I walked, because some days I walk more than others, whether it's the 10,000 steps, maybe sometimes 15 on top of lifting weight. So on such days I may increase my carbs, and the reason it helps increase, when you increase your carbs or you play around with carbs, or which is called carb cycling, like I'm talking about, your body keeps guessing. All right, when you need the energy, you provide it with the energy. So it's not like you're really starving it. Then when you don't need the energy, you reduce your carbs, and then it's forced to tap into your fat storage. So it's really working for me, and I don't have to eat low carbs every day. You know, I look forward to my high carb days, but I know that extra energy is also going to be used when I'm lifting weights. So that's how I do my carb cycling. I hope this video helps you out. You should try it, see what works for you. You know, so for me, I usually lift 3 to 4 days a week. So those are 4 days of high carbs. And even if it's high carbs, I still try to eat clean. Now, once in a while, I may eat maybe some ice cream or something, but I have to make sure it fits into my total number of calories for the day, or total number of carbohydrates I'm eating for the day. I'm not even talking about protein or fats. Okay, I'm just focused on carbohydrates alone as the only macronutrient for carb cycling. All right, so that's how I do my carb cycling. I hope this video helps somebody out, and let me know if you have any questions. Comment down below, I'll answer them. If you want me to make any videos, comment down below. Like the video, subscribe. Peace.